Hey folks, we are going to do some more cartography for the Eberron adventure we are creating for Dungeons & Dragons, Crystals of Mabar. So here it is. I'm going to check my signal here real quick, walk through my intro spiel, and then we'll throw a couple hours into Pixels. So hold on real quick, checking my signal to see if I has the sound. Equals, to see if I has the sound. Equals, to see if I has the sound. Yeah, okay. Where's my volume at? Sound. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, coolio. Let's see. Let me just talk through my talk here real quick, and we can get started. My name is Phil Kearney. Hello. I create role-playing game supplements that I publish online as PDFs. I focus my attention right now on 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. I publish on the DMsGuild.com. There's a link in the description down below that will lead you to a slew of other books that I've already created for 5th edition that are currently available for you to view. You can read them all 100% free preview. Just click open the free preview and you can read them all cover to cover. There's probably about 150 different illustrations amongst those books that are linked down below. And I'm a DM. I run games. The content I build are either options that I would like to have players to have when they play my game and they were fun enough to spread out to other folks, or they're mechanical systems or concepts that DMs can incorporate into their own games, their own stories, their own worlds as well. So you can follow me on Twitter. I've just published that I've gone live on Twitter at Phil Kearney. Twitter.com, Phil Kearney, FILKEARNEY, like down below. I also have a Patreon that you can support me directly for just putting coins into the coffee machine. It's appreciated. And I have some playtest content there, like the martial power system that we stream on Tuesday. There's some playtest documents that you can read there, as well as the command system that we've been developing for Guilds, Kingdoms, and Warfare that we will be publishing on the DMsGuild using Dragonlance in the future. And other ways you can support the channel would be to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to be able to follow the channel, let you know when I'm live. I'm active 6 days a week. In the mornings, I paint character art for Spelljammer. On Mondays and Thursday nights, like now, I do Eberron artwork, and then Tuesday lunches, I stream mechanical development for the martial powers system that you can play test now from level 1 to 20 in your campaign. If you want to explore the document down in my Patreon, Patreon/Phil Kearney, FILKEARNEY, down below. And so we've been working on the entry map for the town. Here's the town. Here is the grist mill. Doesn't have his lid on. So we have the grist mill here, and the roof. We have the storage barn here in the roof. Hey, Hornetico, it's good to see you today, man. Thanks for swinging by. We have the lumber mill over here, and then we already have the wells taken care of over here. And we have fences along the ways here, and we got our trees. So right now we're just finishing up the equipment. We've been stocking our buildings with different little knickknacks, tables and chairs and silverware and shit, just to flesh the place out a little bit. So we're going to continue that process today. I'm going to set a timer here, 20 minutes on the block. I have at least 100 minutes in me, probably 2 hours. I'm just adjusting my seat here for the long walks. Hey, Nitro, it's good to see you, my dude. I think my players are getting here. Hey, Phil, figured you would be working on this tonight. I am. Would you mind if I used assets from the end of the stream in tomorrow's game? Yes. Yeah, I can do that for you. Are you using a virtual tabletop, or are you going to be printing for meat space? As in reaching the village. Yeah, I get you. I can absolutely provide. I can certainly provide this map for you. So I will provide one with roofs on, and I'll provide one with roofs off, and I will provide one with the number grid with roofs off for you as a DM. Currently drawing an NPC villain for a superhero one shot before it's going pretty well, I think. Excellent. Yeah, happily. If all you need is just the print assets, I'll provide buildings with assets, without knickknacks inside of them, with knickknacks, without knickknacks, and then with roofs. And 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's 3 maps, and I'll provide them with grid attached. Or if you tell me what the DPI is for the VTT, if you're using a VTT, I can provide you at the pixel size. Like it's a 52-inch map, so it's a 52 by. I think that's what it is. Hold on, let me double check here. Image size is 55, so it's a 55 by 55 square. Like Roll20 is 72 DPI, so I would drop the resolution down to 72 when I finish the stream and save it as rooftops, inside with assets, inside without assets. So I'll provide those 3 maps for you. And if I set it at 72, I don't have to. I don't need to have the grid because it'll automatically align in a 55 by 55 square to that size. So you can just set your. What I do is I do 60 by 60, and then just left bottom align the map so you have a 5-inch buffer zone where you can drop token assets into, so you don't have to hide any space on the screen or worry about importing them. Or I guess you just use the DMs later. You're running a physical game, but I had the revelation that I could just send them screenshots over Discord for the purpose of exploration, and then draw a rough map with markers if they trigger the battle. Well, that's just fucking smart. So, yeah, that makes it super easy. So I'll just make sure I have the grid included. I'll provide this basically overview map. I can provide that with numbers and without numbers, so you can show which one you want. And then I can just do a quick screenshot of each building up closer like this, so you can see the details of the place. And I'll provide it with assets and without assets. It'll be a slew of files, but it should be thorough for you to be able to do that. That's easy to do, right? So, yeah, that should be working. Let me know if there's any problems with that. Otherwise, I'll just assume I'll do that. That'll probably take me a half hour or so to kick out the assets, and I don't mind doing that off stream once we're done. So, but that just now incentivizes me to get my shit to work. So, let's get after it. Go down here to the stables, and then we're going to go to inside the stables to the stuff drawer. Zoom in. Let's duplicate this layer and my brain hurts really bad right now. I have no idea why. My brain is broken. Stuff. Let's take the stuff over to the grist mill. Grist mill is where you turn grain into flour. So these are bags of grain and flour. Yeah, man. We are working with the grist mill. It's the grist mill. These are harnesses that do not currently have donkeys or horses strapped in. Otherwise, you just be able to lead them around in a circle and it'll just work. This is a grindstone. So this will work the grindstone. You pile in You lever up the stone. You fill it with grain. You drop the stone on top of it, and then you grind the stone until it pulps the grain into powder, which is what flour is. You then lift the stone, take your brush, you sweep it off into a bag. You then take the bag. So we have the grain storage. We have grain storage over here. We have flour storage over here. So stuff to actually, you know what? Come to fucking think about it. That's just better for the community. Because then I can have grain go in here and then flour go in here, and it's easy flow moving. Otherwise, they'd be having to go further one way or another. I could just rotate the stupid building 90 degrees. That shouldn't screw anything up in the adventure at all. But it just makes it easier for people to move around. I like that. God, that feels really good. It feels really, really good. This day is already paying me spades. I'm loving it. What am I missing? Stuff. There it is. It's just off frame. There we go. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm up to speed now. Thank you. Interior. There. Now that we have that figured out, let's keep. Let's I guess keep building stuff. Stuff and things. Where do they keep the ale? I would say it would probably be in the storage house. It would probably be in storage as well. I'll make sure I put some barrels to the side. It's a really good point. So we got one, and then I'm grabbing different bags here real quick so I can make it easy to duplicate. 1, 2, 3. Duplicate this layer. Pull it out of the stuff box. Make sure my eraser's zeroed out. I am almost ready to settle in. We're going to be doing some massive cutty pasty stuff today, it looks like. Come on, baby. Get the hell out of there, dude. Thank you. I'm trying to let my heart settle into the space so that I can relax a little bit and just have some fun with what we're working on here. We're going to be doing a lot of cut, paste, and move of these little boxes, or bags, I guess, sacks. Let's rotate that around like that. That's fun. text. Give me a second, I'll catch up with you guys. There. See? Fun little bags. Hey, Scott, what's going on, my guy? Where's the Tug Badger Sim Luxury Penthouse? Yeah, no kidding. I'm sure it's off in the woods someplace. You can go find it. Top the water horse. Yeah, no, there is no water tower for the bars. Yep, water tower didn't make the cut. We just eventually edited that piece out. Where am I? God, I'm gonna be in layer hell, where I'm cutting and pasting and moving all these layers around, and I can already tell that I am just going to want to punch this shit in the face after a little bit. See, I'm already trying to figure out, oh, there it is, where these little overlappers are at. God, this is just going to be fucking brutal. I'm going to have to save these things in blocks so that I can. Let's put these. Actually, let's merge all those into a block there. Then I can duplicate that layer, and then I can merge this layer down so it's its own little grouping now. And I can free transform. That. Cheat my way into stacking up some crap. Here. Duplicate. Merge it down. There we go. Let me grab this, duplicate that layer, and then merge this layer as well. There. This here and chop off this piece. These things are. It seems like a huge pain in the ass right now, but in the end, I think it's going to be much easier to have had these be transparent, so that I can go back through and I can just color them all in one block instead of having to color each one individually. That would drive me fucking mad. So it's a pain in the ass right now, but it's going to pay us dividends later. And just simplifying the workflow. That's all art is really trying to do is cheat our way into a faster result. Because we're all fucking lazy and we really don't have any time for this shit. So AI is coming for our job. We all need to figure out how to be faster. Pile there. I love cheating. Duly noted. Paste. Oh shit, Cameron. Kid. Very good. Scott, what kind of game are you guys in these days? Someone's trying to recruit me to do some landscape artwork for a book cover. Between you, me, and everyone, I'm kind of inclined to do it because I haven't done a good landscape painting in a while, and it's a really nice palette cleanser for when I'm doing a long form project like this. It's nice to be able to break that up with just something casual. And if you're familiar with my work, you'll know that I would say that me doing landscape painting is pretty fucking casual. So I'm looking forward to finding out more to see if it's something I'll be able to sink maybe 10 hours into or something to just really just kick out a fucking awesome book. We'll see. We'll see if it pans out. It might. You know, I've been pussyfooting around with this Penny Pacey stuff, and my heart just got fed up with it. So, yours is like, you're dicking around, get to work. And she's just kind of grabbing the joystick, and we are going to, I guess, get into this shit. So, cheers to that. Here we go, girl. Made it. Oh, is the music too loud? Real? Oh, shit. Wait a second. My microphone was out of zone. How's that? Is this better now? Mic check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8. Yeah, it's solid. Thank you for the heads up. I have this... fuck it. I got this background thing, so I can't fucking see through anything. But I got this microphone on an arm, and it's got a little squid on top of it. What's up, buddy? He hangs out with me, and he just disappears as soon as I'm not in front of it. But it was like way back over here because it's on a swinging arm, which you can't see. I conceal it because my background is just absolutely horrible. But so it's hard to show you where I occupy space within my environment. So my apologies for that. But yeah, sometimes I forget to bring my my microphone into focus. My mom sent me it reminds me of a grizzleback from How to Tame Your Dragon, but it's just like a little. I don't have hardly any figurines or anything these days other than some like really old lead figurines from Gamma World first edition back in the 80s that are still laying around in a box. But she sent me that. So now that's hanging out next to my camera, and my squid and the dragon keep making eyes at each other. So I don't know if they're gonna kiss or fight. We'll eventually find out, I suppose. I'll probably just find them on the floor when I wake up in the morning one day. I'm like, what the fuck are you kids been doing? Yeah, there's somebody with a really loud racing motorcycle that's been using our parking lot as a shortcut to get to one side of the mall region to another, and I'm thinking about staying up late one of these nights and just throwing a baseball bat through his spokes to see if he can shut the fuck up.
But I haven't gotten there quite yet. He's getting me there pretty fucking fast. Nothing like a spokes through the tires to tell you that you've been, or a stick through the spokes to let you know that you've been misbehaving. We'll see if it comes to that. And I think we'd probably just keep a pile of them over here. Just like just a pile of empty bags. Being too trite, they're messy. I'm good with organic is one thing, messy is another. That is a line that I am trying to walk and expediting my line placement, like being quicker, like being more secure with just wherever I'm dropping a line and trust. Like if I'm not thinking, I can draw a really fucking good circle, but you know, I have to get to a place where I'm just comfortable with the action, and you know, I'm nearly 50 now, and I'm still training my arm to be able to move freely. It really is there really is just no end to acquiring skill with your hands, like building something. It's not like you get to a point where it's like, I'm good enough at painting. Fuck you. You know, it's like, even if you can reach photorealism, you can always do it faster. You can be more confident. You can do it with less ink, you know, less lines, more expression. You can always do more. And that I think is really just the most amazing thing about being a craftsman in general, regardless of what your art or craft is. It's just development. It's development of that skill that really just pushes and compels you. Like my mom is a poet and a playwright, so she's constantly entering like haiku competitions and winning like the Austin Independent Writers Expo 2023. She won $2,000, so like basically she got to fly out there for free. You know, it's like writing haikus. It's like, go mom, and she's like 78. So it's like she's just basically trying to make sure her body stays together so she can just keep producing stuff. And that's really exciting to me because I'm 30 years from now I want to be in a place where I'm still kicking out artwork, but it's like I can barely like I'm almost 50 now. I've been coloring. I've been painting in color for about 30 years off and on now. So I'm just like I'm theoretically halfway through my learning curve. Like I'm only halfway through developing the potential skills and observations I can have for like another 30 years. That's amazing. It's just, I can't even imagine what I'm going to be producing 10 years from now. And it's like, I just want to stick around to see what it is, because I honestly have no idea. But I'm excited about it. It's like, you can look back at your old work and still appreciate, yeah, that was cool stuff, but you know the road that you went on to become who you are now, and like you can, like I look back at my old work and I remember how proud I was of different pieces, but I'm like I immediately see like 30 things wrong with the illustration, but I still feel the pride of it. And so like there's just older pieces have a different feeling to them. It's really fun. I think that's good enough for a bag and stuff. It doesn't have to be anything too intense. So we'll go ahead and close up the grist mill. Interior stuff. duplicate that layer. Lock down the grist mill for now. Put a lid on it so I can remember that you're done. And let's open up the storage. Silly rabbit. I forgot to color in the roof. Oh no, it is colored in. What exactly is going on here? Oh, that's right. I'm so dumb. I'm a special sort of stupid today. Oh my god, my brain hurts. Let's stop being stupid and realize that the reason this is here is because I duplicated that layer and need to move it out of the area. Thank you. Jesus Christ, Granny. Super genius. Hey, I did that right. That's bravo. Let's do that. Interior. I think there's stuff going on here. Hold on. Give me a chance to catch up with myself. I'm going to stuff. Well, where are we going to put all this stuff? We got to find someplace all this stuff. This will be fun to figure out. Down. There we go. Boop, boop. Let's see. We want some crates here. I should probably figure out how it's supposed to actually sit now that I rotated it. That feels right. Wait. Yeah. On point? Yeah, it is on point. Nice job. Nice. Are you playing Mutants and Masterminds, Hornetico? I recall you talking about doing something. Oh, last time I checked, you were playing around with Lancer. That's what I thought you were doing. I'm going to...
There it is. There's the rum, since someone was asking. Definitely be more than one of those, but hold on, let me get there. Yeah, Eminem, right. Right on, right on. It's been a while since I've looked at Mutant Masterminds. I know it's a really flexible system. Not bad. Ow. Ooh. Hey, what's up, Shiner? I don't know if you've been here before. Welcome to the mix. We are stocking a storage room in this village that Nitro here in chat is doing a playtest for in this Eberron adventure. It's an 8th level adventure set in Karnath out in the Karnwood. This is our 130th episode. 40th? 130th episode, there you go. And we are, this is the 5th of 5 massive scale maps of, well, this one's 55 inches by 55 inches, which is no problem for a virtual tabletop. But a bit more challenging for tables, but it still pans out. So we're stocking the storage barn right now. There. Table's done. Everything from 1920s diesel punk to hard sci-fi. Nice. I mean, there's some classic fantasy magic stuff. Oh, right. What? Yeah. I mean, it's basically your power structure just kind of gets reflavored to whatever genre it is that you want to play. It's a pretty versatile system. There was a D20 3rd edition supplement that had the same. It was called Four Colors to Fantasy. I forget. I think it was. I want to say it was In World Publishing that put it out back in like 2006 or something like that. But it was basically just a point system for a level 1 to 20
And any power you could possibly think of out of comic books or sci-fi games had a point cost, and it just had so many points per level, and you can either, you know, save them up or buy really small cost features to like gain flight and then like get yourself up to faster than a speeding bullet type of cliche. But it was great because it was built into a feat system for 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons. So when you built your character, every time you gained a feat, like if you're a fighter and you pick up another feat, you can just go into we would go into the Colors of Fantasy book, and each feat was worth 8 points, and like you could cast Fireball once a day for like 8 points. So like for a feat, you could throw a Fireball once a day. It's a pretty fucking sweet deal. So we would kit out our characters and you could spend gold to get more points as well. So we'd spend all our gold and all our feats, just load up on points. And we'd start off with whatever character we wanted, and then whatever prestige classes we would go into the 3rd level. And then all of our feats and wealth would go into buying power points for us to develop superpowers that would fill in the gaps between what our prestige class could do mechanically. So we'd have all these bridge gappers to be able to create this smooth character theme of like, you know, like Colossus, for instance. Well, I can literally turn myself into metal so I can gain like a damage resistance and a high armor class, and I can get a set amount of damage I can do per punch, and I can hype up my strength this way and my constitution, become immune to poison, breathing, eating, water, blah 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 blah, and then stack that onto a barbarian that like gets stacked onto like Raging Wolf or something like that, and now you have a chrome werewolf that's tearing through mobs at 10th, 11th level, and it's pretty fucking cool. So like the martial power stuff that I do on Tuesday is kind of a shout out, or I guess kind of callback to that era of gaming that we would play in. That was when we had played Gestalt up the 28th level and basically go around Planescape and punch gods in the face. It was fucking fun. It's Hornetico is the expert on it, but from what I recall, it's pretty fast. Like it doesn't have like iterative attacks. I think you get like one action, one move, and like a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken, Hornetico. And it's just you scale into like if you're like a mighty punch, like you scale into just having more punches, or like a flurry of blows. It'd be like I throw 7d6 every time I attack, and like each die would represent like a fast punch. That sort of stuff. You could kit into different types of attacks, and then you basically just build the narrative around what those mechanics do. You just add your flavor to it. It's like, here's the crunch, insert flavor. That's why I remember Mutants and Mastermind being back in like 2008. It's been a while, so it may have evolved some, but that's I believe the gist of it. You buy powers, you narrate what they are, you build a coherent character out of it. It's kind of like build the characters, but it uses the core D20 like the first edition or 3rd edition Pathfinder mechanics of like you throw a die, you add modifiers, and you're targeting a higher and higher target numbered difficulty class depending on what the miraculous trick it is that you're attempting to perform. Yeah, to upgrade. Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. Nice. Well, maybe I should be looking at Mutants and Mastermind again, considering how much I enjoy rankings. The rank aesthetics in my work these days. Might actually be some value there for me to plug into. It's not a real line. There we go. But it's actually not that bad once you understand the upfront hurdle. Right. Right. Well, if everything kind of builds off the same curve, it's just depending on what skill you have, depends on what your rank does. Then it's just you just got to wrap your brain around ranking and scaling. So it doesn't sound like a horrible deal. Let's put some boxes in the room now, my honey. Putting them in the box in my room. Ba-ba-doo-boom. Crates for days. Let's create tons of crates, you and me. Yes, blocks? Algernon? I'm gonna merge that layer. Merge group. Paste. Scoot over. Paste. Alright, kids, get close. Get close. I know we can pack another square in there. Thank you. He's so good at his job. How does he do it? There's a one-shot inspired by Avengers 1 Battle of New York. Nice. Some format players have made a wizard, a U.S. Marine. He's trying to get to college and a senior citizen. Nice. Merge those layers. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Good luck, kid. It's the most combat simulated party we've ever had, huh? Usually. Mischief Gremlins. Fun. I'm trying to... I believe I'm supposed to have a grain mill in this town someplace. My brain is telling me I'm supposed to have a grain mill, and I don't have a fucking grain mill on this map. I have storage. That's another thing I fucked up. I'm going to build this out as is. But I'm distinctly recalling the way that the edits have worked out, that we've got a portion of this place that is just absolutely overrun with grain. And I believe the original idea was to have a grain tower. Grain tower has a door. You can then have a slot that you can lift open, a gate, and then grain will pluff out, and you can put it into a bag. And then you seal up the bag, and you scoot the bag out of the way, and you get a new bag, and you dump out more grain. But the grain is supposed to go up here to get fed in through the top, so it can spill down through here. And this door being closed, if it gets opened, it spills out a bunch of grain onto the ground. And I am not seeing that being represented any of the fuck where on this map, so I am a little concerned that I am like way off the reservation right now. It's kind of pissing me off. That's the grist mill. That's where it gets ground down. This is where you would grind it out. This is where the donkeys are at. If you have that kind of encounter. Fucking shice. All right, give me a second here. Let's see if I've made a critical mistake. hooks character tree, or the adventure tree. Different hooks you start off. Here's the first act: village, forest, random encounters in the forest. You can circumnavigate the forest and get all the way through the manifest zone of Act 2 is where the manifest zone is. 1, 2, 3, and 4 all lead to the top side entrance that leads down into the fortress, which leads to the Nexus zone, which then leads to each of your conclusions inside it, depending on what path you're following. So this is the manifest zone. These are the random optional encounters that we have built for being inside the manifest zone. Cemetery, flooded fort, gatehouse top entrance. Those all lead to the elevator shaft down into the underground facility, which then leads to the Nexus and then to the end of the adventure. So that's what this is at, and we're currently building the village, which is here, and then area 2, A, B, C, and D are just a bunch of forest vignettes. And then you get into the manifest zone, which is like a foggy gray area leading into the plane of Mabar, which is the Eberron plane of death and night. So the sun gets blotted out when you transition from the forest into the manifest zone into Act 2. You lose the sun, it's all murky, dim light or total darkness, depending on how much light source you have around you. The only light that naturally exists in the place is this iridescent, glowing, poisonous mushroom that just grows on the ground and releases stinking poison gas that if you step into it, you lose your actions throwing up. So light, you bring in your own light, or any light that you have is going to poison you. And then so you have the random encounters, little vignettes in the fog here of this dilapidated, rotting region. The cemetery map we did, the flooded fortress we did the topside, the topside gatehouse here. We just finished the underground facility here. So that's our map. I'm going through the different areas, like each of the different plot hooks start at different locations inside the adventure. Like if you're plane shift, like if the 12 hires you to case this place and take command of it for yourself, so that they can come in, they can take the operation away from the necromancers that started at the ritual here. If you're hired to steal the ritual from them, then this is your plot hook here, and you just get teleported directly into the teleportation center that the 12 knows exists, and they know the address to it, so they can just gate you into that spot directly. If you're hired by Ader Academy to retrieve the artifact used to make this place start working in the first place, they also know how to teleport plane shift you directly into the foyer of the place. So you can skip all of this crap as a one shot and just jump into basically a drop zone undead battle underground until you find either the way to take control of the place for the 12 or retrieve the artifact for Ader Academy. Then you just retreat back to the teleportation circle and then hit the retrieval stone, and then they gate you back out. But other plot hooks lead you further and further away from the manifest zone. The druids, the gatekeepers will drop you into the manifest zone, or out in the forest, depending on what the DM wants. And then the Church of the Silver Flame will drop you directly into the manifest zone, but they don't know anything. Neither one of those groups know anything about this place. They just know that there's evil afoot, and that you need to gate in there to end it before it causes trouble. Scroll. And then out here in the first act, where we have the village and the peaceful forest that's being invaded by undead slowly, you're either a sheriff checking out weird things that are going on, and you're invited here to investigate this place upon request, so you have authority there. And by the time you get into the manifest zone and you run into the mercenary company, they're going to be like, whoa, we didn't know there was law enforcement involved here. Now you can open up a social conversation with them with a fucking badge. It says, I have more authority here than you, so what the fuck is going on? They can be like, then they can start telling you about the necromancers, the deaths, the undead that's rising, and you can potentially hire them to help you sweep the place if you need to. Or you come in as a family member of one of these little townhouses that's way out here in the middle of nowhere, creating their own little farmland, and you show up, and then the undead attack, and either your family members have been kidnapped for sacrifice, or they've been killed by undead, and you have to do some sort of vengeance something. But if you clean this place up, you've got a village that you've been given the deed to live at, because your family wanted you to move up here as a lay low place, or as a place for you to finally settle down and get out of this adventuring PTSD bullshit and just farm some fucking radishes with us and have a peaceful life. It's like, this is a great place to lay low. If I can clean up the undead threat around here, we can use this as a crash house anywhere we need. Or you can take over the underground facility and start setting up operations, or use it as a base of operations. And you can hire on the mercs to become your henchmen. So if you want to run an extended campaign to protect the Carnwood from undead threats, you can make that your campaign. So that's the thought process that goes behind that stuff. But I'm trying to find the section Forest Path, Smithy. There's before the attack, and then there's after the attack. And in the Thorpe area, the lumber mill. Grain mill. Grain storage. And then stables, and then commons. Oh yeah, the community well. And then the commons house. Journal, and then you go into the forest from there. Okay, so let's check out that grain storage. We may have just fucked up completely and need to fix it. But on the other hand, it might be really easy. It might be really easy for us to build it. So let's see what we need to do here. Yeah, a towering cylindrical storage facility is easily the tallest structure in the Thorpe. The air near the structure carries a strong odor of freshly cut grains. Several chickens scratch at small piles of grain scattered around the silo. Several workers are milling about, hauling. Before the attack, when the place is still okay to be at, several workers are milling about, hauling large bags of grain. The workers here are happy to break the monotony of hauling the storing grain and speak with the visitors. The workers tell the party that the regular delivery of grain to the Thorpe has slowed to a crawl. Farmers in some of the outlying areas fear traveling near the forest. There are rumors that the Carnwood is haunted, and several people have gone missing after entering the woodlands in the past few weeks. The workers can also show the party some strange moss, which is plague moss, something that is native to Mabar. Some odd black crystals that have begun showing up on some of the grain bags lately. And then after the zombies attack, the lonely tower sits quietly as a light breeze causes the rusty weather vane to squeak and begin to spin. The large smell of fermenting grain permeating the area suggests the grain left here has been abandoned for days. Loose grain covers the ground around the silo, and fresh bloody footprints cross the area, leading in all directions. A character who examines the tracks will easily see that more of them lead toward the commons than anywhere else. Any characters who approach the silo will hear heavy scratching noises coming from inside. As the characters open the door, 1d6 ghouls that were trapped inside the silo will attack any living creatures they see. Okay, so we're doing okay. Yeah, I fucked that up, but I can fix it. So let's fix it. Let's see. Got it. Okay. Got it. Let's get rid of that stuff. Let's go back to our interior. Here. I can't believe I fucked this up so much. Stupid. contract by 4. Select, modify, contract. Oh, what am I, 25. Modify, contract by 4. There. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, now it's just interesting. And we can. Barf! That is way too big. And oh. I hear you. I hear you. Good thing I got time tonight because I'm doing some building. Let's see. So we get to take this under consideration. Yeah, I do not need that. Okay. That was a material space, son. That's nice. Let's see. Very good. I spy with my eye. Something being attacked. Bang. Absolutely prayer. We are going to have to build a we're gonna have to build stairs. We'll go with select, modify, contract, 4, delete, select, modify, 6. Yep, that'll do. It was such a simple map. Nope. Oh, really? Okay. I'm on board with this. Merge that down. Sorry, I suddenly became very involved in an unexpected project. Absolutely rage-inducing. Did not anticipate this because I am an idiot. Luckily, I'm a botanist. I'm gonna science the shit out of this. I forgot about the extra oxygen when I exhale. The Martian with Matt Damon. It's such a great movie. I haven't read the books. Don't bother asking. But the movie was amazing. Because these NASA people was like these super minute details. Like it's like, yeah, I'm an idiot for having forgotten this like super micro detail. Like that's the level of expertise that these people are operating at. It's just, I know it's just a story, but it's admirable. I legitimately respect what it is that they got going on there. So I'm gonna grab this. Should we cleave through like that? Why are you not? All three of these things are supposed to be clipped together, are they not? Yes, they are. Thank you. You, on the other hand, are not supposed to be clipped to any of this. Okay. There we go. This is salvageable, and it's going to make it fun. I think we can. Yeah, I can start off with just straight square here. I can do this.
So we have stairs that goes this way. So inside of this storage, we now have a stairway that leads up. But here it is when it exits outside, so we can have an external door here on the second floor. And then it continues up, third floor, fourth floor. We're over the roof at this point. Actually, it could go. So if we go 15, 30, 45, 60. If we put this at 20, we could put this at 10. Hey Tyler, good to see you, my guy. Wasn't really. I don't know if it was input per se. I'm always curious about player versus character knowledge. That's always a really deep interest to me. It's just after 30 years of running games, I just see different. I still see different types of game dynamics, like different table dynamics and stuff. It's fun to see it. So I don't ever want to think that I've learned everything that I'm supposed to learn. So when I run across a different style of game, that people have different interests or playing style, I'm naturally interested in that, because that's the art of gaming is so broad. It's vain to think that you really know, that you know it all or anything really. So yeah, I'm glad I bumped into the conversation. For anyone that doesn't know, we're talking about character knowledge versus player knowledge. How much do players reveal about their characters to their teammates during session 0 and then later in the campaign? And are they planned story arcs that you reveal to the rest of the players as though they were an audience that's witnessing the scene occurring that they didn't know was going on? Or do you bring characters in right away into character development, story plot lines, so that they can input their own thought, like they can improv with you to make more of it, but there's no real audience other than themselves. So they're not really, the only person they're really performing for at that point is the DM. Like if all the characters are in on the storyline and they're just feeding through this stuff, and the DM's like, what the fuck is going on? That's kind of fun. But so I am trying to first things last. But yeah, that's the conversation that we're having, and like I said, I rarely see it executed well. So it's an aspect of the game that I as a DM lean away from, mostly because you really kind of got to know what the fuck you're doing to not hurt people's feelings or to step on other people's toes and stuff. And most you gotta be with some veterans, I feel, to be able to get people on board enough to allow players to do the thing that they're trying to do, you know? But I'm also a pessimist, so let's see. Let's do that. I'm trying to figure out positioning. Since I have to figure this shit out now. If I went with I got the grist mill here. Actually eating up about this much space. It's at the stairs that's going up.
roof like that. And the small door here, come in. Make your way to the stairs here. Now I'm feeling like this would be like a really fun place to have like a watchtower top bit. God damn it. This wasn't part of the plan, but it's fucking cool. So you can take this, like you can take these stairs around, and when you get to here, you're on the roof here, which is here. And then you could walk across the roof. The roof levels off like here and here. So you got slopes down like that, slopes down like that, but evens off with this here. And then you got another, and then this stairway goes off of the roof here. So while this roof is dropping away underneath it here, you're taking a stairway that goes up this way here, and it rounds up to the top, and then you've got the watchtower. But if it's if you have people that are filling the silo, you could have 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys, 7 guys, 8 guys, 9 guys, 10 guys, 11 guys, 12 guys, 13 guys, 14 guys, 15 guys, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. If you have 30 guys in the stack here, they can just be handing off sacks to each other and get a tower filled up pretty easily. Or if you have like wagon barrels, this would be hopefully a gentle enough incline to be able to get things up. Text rolling in. The roof of the building below can be highest on the left and send it towards the right. Watchtower. Oh, I see what you're saying. It can just be right. Like that. Yeah, and I could have, it could just be like, get rid of all that shenanigan. Yeah, this would be the peak. And then it would go like this, that way, and then stairs continuing up like that. Ooh. But then would we be able to have it drop like this? Sure. Peak is here and it goes down that way and that way.
son of a bitch. Sorry. Ice cream truck! Gotta go! Ice cream truck! All right. Let's see. We got a cookies and cream stick. We got a Blue Bunny Big Dipper. Big Dipper. And a vanilla sandwich. A fudge bar. And it was $16 for those. I just gave him a 20, and he gave me a birthday cake sandwich because he felt that he didn't deserve the extra $4 in tip. So he wanted to give me something extra. I'm gonna throw this in the freezer, refill my water, and then we'll get back to work. Ice cream truck comes through once a week. Usually it's at 3 o'clock on Thursdays. But he's late today. Oh. It's awesome. I live in Everett, which is just north of Seattle. It's maybe like 15 minutes away from the Boeing factory. So there's a shitload of military and engineers that live around here, and so there's a lot of families. There's a gaggle of like maybe 15 kids that are anywhere from age 3 to 12 that run around here on skateboards, bikes. They were flying kites in the clearing next to the place yesterday. It's fucking cool, man. It's fun. It attracts cool things like ice cream trucks, and it just feels good. I really appreciate it. But right, back to our complications. So, let's see. Yeah. That's gonna work out. So let's make that work out. So let's go. That made my day. I thought we were gonna get skipped this week. Oh yeah, right on. It's my gal really loves the Neapolitan sandwiches, and the ice cream truck is literally the only place you can get them. They are not in any stores or gas stations anywhere in Washington, but they're in fucking ice cream trucks. It's like a monopoly. So always gotta duplicate that layer. What? Wait a second. I didn't know I merged those down. Okay, I guess I fucking merged those down. Cheers to me, I guess. I don't think I was supposed to do that, but here we are. Obviously, I'm drunk on ice cream power. I think that's just that. I have to relaunch that. It broke on me. Thanks, Tyler. Just a stairway? Yeah, okay, it's good enough. Yeah, okay, I can duplicate that. Oh boy, what a pain in the ass. I am not happy about this discovery, like, at the fuck all. Truly not happy. Really hating on myself for all the extra work I just suddenly handed myself. Okay, I can use that. That's good. I can use that as a track. It's not that big of a deal. I should really just stop whining. Honestly, just being a big baby. Let's drop this down. Shut up and get to work. Yeah, it's about on point. That and that. And now I have to duplicate both of these. Duplicate those layers, push them to a big enough time. Then we can
and we go up. Holy fuck you, that's some sloppy shit. Alright, well, I'm penny and pound. We'll just we'll just get a mock up here. Fucking A. This is such smooth sailing, my friends. Still just kicking myself. I'll get over it eventually. But for now, the kicking is necessary. The kicking reminds me that I am flawed. Nitro, I can still get something to you tonight. Yeah, it's sloppy as fuck. That's okay. Got. I wanted all these buildings just to be one floor, very fucking simple. This is making everything a lot more complicated. I'm whining about it. No one gives a shit about my pain. I know this is true. Where's my fucking circle? Take it all back. Oh, son of a bitch, we crashed. I can't take it any further back. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright. Strip back down. Back down to basics. Back to the matrix. Well, we know this theoretically works. We just need a better model, and we can have that better model with the big circle. That big circle is going to have proper rotation. We can just go every 15 degrees and drop another stair step. That will fix it. That is a much simpler process than what we were attempting right now. So I'm glad I got frustrated with that when I did, because I really needed to do that. Here, let's flip this.
Me and the gal started watching Good Place again last night. God, that is such a great show. That's my favorite. I think it's Kristen Bell's best work. Nah, fuck you. It's close enough. Merge down. It's pretty indistinguishable. I'm happy with that. Barvo. All right, so circle. Back to the problem at hand. Let's go to the roof. That will help. That will help. Yeah. I can see, I'm seeing it now. I'm starting to see it. He's beginning to believe. Everyone falls the first time. Yeah, but what if he makes the jump? Everyone falls. I'm thinking like this. So it's like this. Yeah, not a good tilt. Get the one barn door here. So that's 8, and that's 10, that's 20, that's 30. So that's cool. 30 feet. And we got here, and we got a door here and here. This'll pan out. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool. And it's not that heavy of a lift. It's not that difficult to build this out. So let's see. I just need to have this, and the stairwell will be here at the halfway mark. So here's your 5 feet. And then this will... Nitro, is this your background? Am I crazy? You're involved in architecture. Is that true? I gotta get this. Huh, that would have me starting my stairs here. And then go up here to the roof. And then walk across. And then it starts up again here. All up to here. Then you got a trap door on the top, and the rest of it is a railway that goes around it. That's actually kind of cool. And I don't have to worry about an internal stairway for the inside of this place. It's only external, and that makes sense because you'd be on the outside anyway. So this actually makes it safe for you to climb up here. So we can have a railing here. That merges into the stairs that go here. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you. Let's get this microphone back in range. That's actually kind of cool. It's a little more complicated than I wanted, but it's cool. Just checking my shit. This entire thing I can just do as a rooftop. I can just do this as part of the rooftop. Because if you're going to go up here, if you're going to go on the outside of this anyway, you have to be outside. So this is all rooftop illustration. This really is. It's not any more complicated than it was before. It's just more three-dimensional. Holy shit. Okay. This works out. Holy crap. That really works out. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah. Right on. Engineering. That's right. Not architecture. Engineering. Cheers. But yeah, this works. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting. I am suddenly... Thank you, Squid. I am very excited. Very, very, very... Very, 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 very excited. Don't have a lot of time left, though. But ain't that just discovery? Let's go find a door and let's see. Hold on. Yeah. This is all external now, so I can put this all back into place. Yeah. I love problem solving. It's so fun. Oh yeah, I'm looking for doors. Demon la door. Demon la door. I think I can probably go pilfer one from the constable. There you go, Sheriff. Give me your door.
little off. What? That's what. Transform equals rotate 180 now. Easy peasy, man. This. Throw that all in the trash drawer. How are we feeling? Well, yeah, that's. Suddenly we're totally back on track. That's holy crap. Okay. That's still fine. These can be moved. This is what I was really crapping about, because that fits into this corner really succinctly. Look how pretty that is. You just shove that shit into the corner and shut up. That's awesome. Let's see. What else we got going on over here? Excuse me. Wow. This is all just sitting together very, very prettily. Aren't you all just behaving? Yes, you fucking are. Nitro, the roof might be a little sloppy, but I can still get this resolved for you tonight.
For more madcap blunders and daring saves and art like this, like and subscribe. Stick around. I do this 6 days a week. Varying degrees of chaos. A lot of my dancing bear antics earn your subscription and likes. And this will just be full of grain. That's like the worst speckling ever. Let's see if I can do something. Say something intelligent, Stimpy. Sorry, cousin Sven. Here's all your Sven. Here's all your Sven. What an idiot. I'm looking for a brush that I'm going to feel joy in speckling across this page. Seek thee the diamond in the rough, the rough, the rough, the rough, the rough. Let's try this. Grain pit. Grain pit. We're gonna have a grain pit. Grain pit, starring Elvis Presley. If I were to play Descendant and Avernus, I would want to play a warlock named Elvis Presley. Because that's how stupid I am. I'm so basic. I think that would be fun. And when we come back and we wreck this place for the aftermath, we can have these crates pushed in the way in front of the doors like a blockade, and ghouls in the flower pit, grain pit. Is that what we're calling it? We're calling it a grain pit. But yeah, that resolves. I'm good enough with that for the interior for now. And let me get back here to the commons to get the roof back on top of you. Shit. This is grand. Let's go. First, let's go to the lumber mill real quick. Now, back to storage and our special roof project. It's actually really cool. Shit, it's 9. Alright, we're going into bonus time. We're going to get this roof taken care of. Even though it's shoddily constructed, we're going to get it fucking done. And then I'll log out. And then I'll get your shit to you.
Roof work, let's go. So we're gonna have to put a bunch of posts on the interior level. There's a bunch of post work that goes anyway. Posts. You know what a post is. Shut up. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I definitely want to have. That makes sense. So let's just do more of that. Just found out that there's going to be another episode. There's going to be more Futurama new episodes on Hulu in July. That's like the edge of insanity to me. I had not anticipated that like at all. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it now. Really? Huh, okay. Wrong color, Kearney. There. Perfect. Yes. Not bad. Okay. And then that goes there. So that sets that parameter. That's good. Yeah. I'm still alive. That's the overall roof. That is going to change. Duplicate. Removing that. Show me. White, white, white. Yeah, that's right, proper. White and white. And then roof overall. Exterior. Interior. Cool. So this is here. Just getting my bearings. Getting my bearings. Let's go back down to 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Fuck you forevermore. Wrong. Very good. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have to use logic now. Fuck you, logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm kicking myself for making that an even number instead of an odd number, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so let's sort this out real quick. So we have an okay railing here. Perfect. God, what a great lookout post too. What a great angle to be able to see into the forest here and through the doorway here. We're going down the road and going down the road this way. This is really a great idea. I am very happy that we came to this place. Merge. Whew, man, what an adrenaline rush of an evening. First, I get to go run and grab grab ice cream. In the middle of a architectural disaster that we somehow found a solution to in a mere hour. And without adding any complexity to the actual map structure, but adding a lot of really fun narrative elements and a third dimension, like a real reason for the team to be paying attention to the rooftops. That's I'm excited about that. This is cool. So let's see. What do I need to do? What's the Let's see. We got that there. We're going to select, transform, no, modify, contract. We want to contract that by, let's try 12. Let's see how that sits. Holy shit, that's almost perfect. And then we will select, modify, contract by 4. Close enough. Let's see. Almost there. Stay on target. Let's start. Let's build an overlayer. Let's go with select, modify, contract 4, delete, bloop. Nice. Love the censoring tools on this machine, man. Select, modify, contract 12. Select, modify, contract 4. Select, modify, contract 3. Oh, fuck it. Let's go down to 5. Duplicate this layer. Hey, duplicado. Retransform. We'll split the particle. If it's a school night for any of you kids, I don't blame you for crashing out and bailing. I just appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out with me, because this was a struggle tonight. And I certainly appreciate the posse support. Oh yeah. Whatever. Very good. Bad. Duplicate that layer, and then we go free transforms equals flip horizontal. Merge down. Duplicate the layer. No. Easy peasy super tools. We are almost there. Little amazed. Down, duplicate, jump, jump, jump. Duplicate that layer. universe, so it's inside this space only. Now we want to expand that by what? 12? Select, modify, expand. 12. All right, and then we want to select, modify, expand by 3. This is the proper way. Here, and then select, modify, contract by 3. There we go. Perfect. Almost there. Like really close to done. Quite, actually. Shave and a haircut. 5 cents. All right. I hear him. Yeah. Yeah. It's 9:25. Okay. We should be done pretty shortly. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Run dun 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 dun. Dugga 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 dun dun. Okay. Just figuring my place out. That shit's on fucking point. Oh, for reals? Right. Okay. Yeah. I hear you, buddy. I know what's going on. I know. We are definitely in overtime. Come on, guy. Blang. I'm on Raw. Wow. 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 I duplicate this layer. Retransform. Not bad. Good rotation. Good rotation. Two. Duplicado. Let's retransform. Duplicado. Right. No, I got no complaint with that. I got no complaint with that at all. Nope. We're going to merge that group. Sorry, my inanity is getting pretty intense over here. Really? There you go, dum dum. This is turning out pretty fucking good. Let's duplicate this layer and let's see if we can get this right. There. that group there. And there we go. Mm. Fine. R. Close enough. There we go. Hey, we did it. Check that shit out, yo. Fucking built. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, that's fucking perfect. Yeah, I'm a little shocked this thing kind of fell together like this. This is I'm going to call this one a team victory, guys, because I think we just fucking rocked this out together. I'll do that. Wow. Nitro, your game is tomorrow, is that true? Take the roof off. That's so fucking good now. Wow. We did it. We fucking did it. All right. So this I mean this is the finished town. The very basic line art finished version. So with roofs on, and then we have the roofs off version. So Nitro, I know that you need this tomorrow. I can send you a map. Do you want numbers on the map as well as numbers off the map? Like we have rooftop no numbers, and then we have roofs off all interiors, and then we have roof off nothing interior. Do you want me just to leave like just two maps, like roof on and roof off, with all the gear and stuff that's in place? Like roof on and then roof off. Now, are you okay with all this gear being inside here and just leaving it in here? Or do you not want that stuff in there at all? Like to be able to have it gone, plus a layer that's there. So either give you two maps, which is roof on, roof off with interior stuff, or I also give you roof off, nothing interior. Just those two maps. Okay, great. Do you want me to keep the grid line? Do you want me to keep the grid in place or not so much? Grid yes, grid no. Because I can get rid of the grid altogether, and like that's how like if you're not using a VTT, so I guess the grid is useful for you just to keep it on. The gear makes it pretty. Thank you. Grid yes. All right. Okay, so I'm going to hit save, and then I'm also going to save as equals. Are you okay with the? Do you want a grid for the roof one, and no grid for the interior? So grid for roof, and then what? No grid for interior. Or interior grid, yes. Okay, so grid off for the interior, grid on for the externals. Okay, so save here, and then we're going to do a save as, my computer. Act 1, Region 1, Thorpe, roof on. You're very welcome. Thanks for testing this stuff out, man. I'm sure it's going to go pretty well, but it's nice to it's very appreciated to get feedback. So thank you. I mean, obviously we're pretty long in the process anyway, and I've already had a number of people test it, so I anticipate results coming back pretty good. I should probably put a trap door on this roof here, but I'm going to leave it open. Let's open up all of these Don't need Zen. Don't need well. Lumber. Storage. Grist. Smithy. Stables. Commons. Jesus Christ, dude. Constabulary. Grid off. Are you okay with just an overall map like this that you can putz around inside of, or do you want an individual of each? I'd rather just give you the overall map if that's palatable to you. That way you can just pick and choose which ones you want to use. Is that cool, or do you need me to zoom in and cut out each individual building as its own little vignette for you to use? Like, obviously, it's less work for me if I don't have to do that. Oops, you shouldn't be like that. Thank you. And you can just send to, okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And making sure everything is sitting pretty. Do you want this one with the numbers? Since this is a DM, like I'm guessing you're playing. Do you want me to send one with numbers and one without numbers? File, save as, save for your computer. Hello, computer. JPEG. Two maps. Okay. I'll send you one with numbers on it just for the fun of it. File. I'm going to send you a grid map just for the fuck of it, just in case, for whatever reason. All right, when we come back and work on this again, since we have all the interiors taken care of, we have all the roof space taken care of, the next thing on our agenda is to bloody the place up. There's two modes for this map. There's the you get here before everyone is killed by zombies and you can have casual conversations and blardy-blar to get evidence about going into the woods to find the Act 2 and 3 of the adventure. Or at some point this village gets slaughtered by zombies and ghouls that come from the forest. The players could be there, or they could arrive after it's already occurred and it just starts off as a vengeance mission. So we have what we've built so far is just the black and white version of Peaceful Village. And then we'll have to do another version of map of Bloody Aftermath. Or after the attack. So what I think I'm going to do is come in and colorize this. Since we have the full established map already, I'm going to color this because I think what it's really going to come down to is I think the color I think the base. I mean, obviously the base of the buildings and stuff is going to stay the same. It's just blood puddles and grit and crystal and Vulpina Thara. All that gritty stuff is going to be integrated into the map after people are found dead. So, So I think we're going to be back on Monday night and same time. So like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. You can follow me on Twitter at Phil Kearney, FILKEARNEY. Thank you. Phil Kearney. Twitter at Phil Kearney. Because I always post when I'm live on Twitter. And then, of course, the bell and icon helps for me gaining. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can start getting paid every time. I'll get a click rate, like an hourly a click count that'll end up paying me money over time. It'll be pittance, but it'll be me being paid every time I log on and start doing maps like this. I'll get just traffic will end up paying me money. So that's great value to me. And I need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. So if anyone is interested in me in continuing this stuff for another 30 years, please do like and subscribe. And then so that'll be Monday night. Tomorrow morning we're going to be back doing more Spelljammer tokens for creatures for Light of Zaraxis. We'll be working on Elven Warriors and Elven Starmoth Pilots tomorrow. And then Saturday, we're going to continue work to make sure the Fightercraft token that we have for the 5-foot and 50-foot scale, that all the siege and mounted weapons that are on the Fightercraft are properly calibrated to the size that they represent when being added to squadrons. When you build a squadron, you add the number of ships in the squadron and the number and the size of each ship in the squadron. Those are significant. Like a 15-foot aerocraft is a 3x3 fighter craft at the 5-foot scale. So that means something. So, and it's in the book, but we'll look at that. And I am at the point where I'm doing layout work for the 25-page Light of Zaraxis conversion guide for our combat and exploration book. So Saturday we should be able to finish up doing the fighter craft tokens, and that'll clear our plate of tokens for the craft, which means that should mean that from now on Saturdays when we're doing this, we'll be doing page illustrations, like charts, tables, maps, diagrams, visual assets. So after this weekend, we should be doing visual assets in the actual pages, like actually taking a page out of the book, dropping it here in Photoshop, and then directly painting underneath the text in a separate layer. And then we'll continue Monday through Friday doing the Light of Zaraxis NPC tokens, because those are going to be interior illustrations, plus they're going to be tokens. So those illustrations that we're doing in the morning are going to be in the book next to the stat block. For each, like the pilot stat block when piloting a ship, we'll have a small picture of the pilot next to a picture of the Star Moth to show how they're working together, and then we'll have the action economy that they use to fight you while you're flying in space combat. And then once all the tokens are done, which will probably be mid-June, once those are done, then all we'll be doing is plucking pages and painting on them. So by late June, we'll just be doing page art, background text, like filigree, like trim art, as well as dropping in like the spot illustrations, like the 1/8 page spot illustration of like a ship dragging an asteroid to demonstrate towing, for example, stuff like that, or like the crew loading and firing a ballista at a Spiderling fighter craft, for instance, that illustration we were working on about 4 weeks ago. But we should be moving directly into just page illustrations. I reckon my gut's telling me like by maybe probably like June 15th, like that Juneteenth weekend. We should be officially working on pages, which probably means that we'll be able to be done probably by the end of July. And I reckon the rest of the Crystals of Mabar book, I suspect the edits are going to be done by the end of July as well. So this could line up very, very succinctly where when as soon as the Spelljammer book is done and taken off of my workbench, this will be officially dropping into page layouts and all the maps will be done. So that should curve out really well. While we're doing the page layouts for the Eberron adventure, we can then start doing all the NPC and creature tokens like we're doing for Lazaraxis in the morning. And it'll flow right into the same workflow that you're about to see me do with the Combat and Explorations book. So as I go through building the Combat and Exploration book, you can be looking at how am I building that, because we're going to go through the exact same process for the Crystals of Mabar adventure that we have here. And once that's done, the Martial Powers book drops forward to my daily project, and you'll see me going through that same illustration and layout process for the Martial Powers book. And once that's off my plate, we're pretty much talking about Dragonlance mass combat system conversion, and that will be in the new year. So that plan should take us till probably somewhere in January that Martial Powers will publish. And then the only thing that we have on our plate from there forward is Guilds and Kingdoms, mass combat and squadron and squads and platoons and armies. Sorry. And then converting all that stuff to convert the Dragonlance adventure into using these army mechanics. So that's my timeline. That's how things are parsing out. I'll probably do a bunch of like little I'll start doing like little Spelljammer stuff. I think on Tuesdays, like a Neogi ship and its crew. Like an Elithid brooding ship, sky pirates, spirit warriors, mecha combat, which will probably drop me into the Warforged War Mech book that I want to do, which I might actually do on which I might actually publish on DTRPG. Because it doesn't have to be Warforged specifically, but everything's going to be completely relevant to Warforged. So anyway, that's it. Hey Fred, I'm doing my wrap up, my guy. Yeah, this was a kick-ass episode. I'll be back in the morning in approximately 8 hours. Yeah, I'll be back in 8 hours to continue doing NPC token production. It was a blast having you guys today. This was ridiculously fun tonight. So God bless all of you. Thank you for being here with me. And I'll see you guys on the other side. So cheers.